Our next story is from Indonesia. It is Southeast Asia's largest economy, a vibrant democracy built after years of military rule. Now that very past has returned to the spotlight. The government of Indonesia has announced a national hero. It's one of their former presidents. His name is Suharto. He was a man who ruled Indonesia for 32 years, and he left behind one of the most divisive legacies in Asia. Now the government wants to honor him, and that decision has split the country. It has sparked protests and reopened old wounds. Tonight we'll tell you who was this man and why his name has triggered Indonesians. The story begins in 1965. Indonesia was gripped by chaos. A failed coup had shaken the country. The military blamed communists for this attempt. What followed was a bloody purge. It lasted almost a year. Around 500,000 people were killed. The military claimed they were foiling a communist revolt, but historians call it one of the worst massacres of the 20th century. In the aftermath, one man emerged as the strongest figure in the country. His name was Suharto. He was a military general. He soon took control of the government. In 1967, he formally became president, and that marked the beginning of his 3-decade rule. Under his rule, Indonesia transformed. Roads were built, industries grew, and poverty fell. For many, Suharto brought stability and prosperity. Supporters still call him the father of development. But that stability came at a cost. Suharto's regime was also known for its brutality. There was no free press, no real political opposition, and no room for dissent. The military oversaw civilian life. Critics of the regime were reportedly arrested, tortured, or killed. Besides, his family was accused of massive corruption. Reports say they amassed up to $45 billion during his rule. But Suharto was never convicted. The court said he was too ill to stand trial, and in the year 2008, he died. But for many Indonesians, the story never ended there. Today, nearly 3 decades after his fall from power, that division is back. The current president of Indonesia is a man called Prabowo Subianto. He has honored Suharto as a national hero. And here's where things get interesting. Prabowo was Suharto's protege, also his former son-in-law. Prabowo too was a general, and Suharto was his boss. And that connection makes this honor highly controversial. The ceremony took place at the State Palace in Jakarta. Suharto's children accepted the award on his behalf. Officials praised him as a hero of independence and development. They said, even heroes had shortcomings. But many Indonesians strongly disagree. Many took to the streets in protest, mostly students and activists. They held placards that read, "Suharto is not a hero." They chanted against what they called a whitewash of history. Take a look.
Hidup korban! Jangan diam!
Coba teman-teman yang lain dipikir dulu.
Let's all think about it. If someone who committed serious human rights violations were to be considered a hero, would that be appropriate? I don't think that alone is a valid indicator of hero status. What were Suharto's services?
Apa jasanya Suharto itu apa?
Critics say the move normalizes impunity, but the government still defends its decision. And that makes Indonesia's reckoning with its past even harder. Because this is about more than just Suharto. It's about the kind of country Indonesia wants to be. A democracy that moved on from military rule, now grappling with its return to politics. Under President Prabowo, many see echoes of that era. He has boosted defense spending, given the military more power, and revived programs run by security agencies. His government calls it strong leadership, but critics call it a step back. And that is why this controversy cuts so deep, because it is not just about a title. It is about Indonesia's direction and how it remembers its past.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.